Hello and welcome to the Morphin Loft. This week we're focusing on a less regarded series, but thankfully the Megazords were still great. The Lion Mechazord from Power Rangers Megaforce.
Power Rangers Megaforce!
I'm talking about this Zord because I picked it up at a boot sale. For Americans, think yard sale or flea market. And they had loads of Zord Builder era parts, and I really wanted them all. And as I was paying, she said, "Oh, I do have the boxes as well if you want them." And I was like, yeah. So I got them second hand, but with their boxes. First seen in episode 9 of Power Rangers Megaforce, the Lion Mechazord is controlled by Robo Knight, and he's actually part of the Zord. An ally of the Power Rangers created by Gosei, although his backstory is a bit vague. So let's get this out. So this is Robo Knight in figure mode. He's obviously never going to be show accurate because he has to be bulky to change, but I think in the transformation, the animated transformation sequence, this is what he looked like. And I think it's really good that they added this mode. Oh, he's fallen over. And then he changes into the lion head. But in this mode, he combines with the larger part of the Mechazord and in tank mode. And here he is in tank mode. And I think it looks really good. Obviously, I could have done with some of the grey being shinier, like the back of the toe tips are the fists. But I think it looks really good. There's some offsettings of the black, but the shine looks really nice. Obviously, because it's Zord Builder era, there's different parts that aren't necessarily show accurate, but I think it works really well. The missiles are normally the other way around, but I put them this way just because it looks cooler. And they don't fire very far because it's not a sprung action, it's more of the pop stop style. But then also this has lion mode. And then Robo Knight changes into the lion head. And here he is in lion mode, which is the first way we see him in the show. And again, let's turn these around. It looks really cool as a piece. I quite like it as a Zord. It's quite chunky, but the parts that they need to show for Megazord mode for the chest plate are hidden really well. It is quite clunky, but of course it is on wheels. The Lion Mecha does have a Megazord mode when combined with the Knight Brothers, the Sea Lion and the Sky Lion. Obviously this is meant to be the Earth Lion, so it has the 3 states, but come on. Sky Lion, really? They look quite detailed, like the Sky Lion has the gold collar of a lion, as does the Sea Lion, which looks a lot more like a lion. And then they combine. This is the Gosei Grand Megazord combination, and its articulation isn't great. You have shoulder joints, but that's about it. The missiles do fire, but they don't go anywhere because again they're not sprung. My main issue with this is if you were going to form this Megazord, you'd have to have bought 3 separate products. But I guess as I'm buying my stuff second hand, that's not a problem. This Megazord can also be combined with the Rangers Megazord. The Gosei Great Megazord. And there we have it, the Gosei Great Grand Megazord combination. Using the 2 Sky Knights, the Great Megazord and the Grand Lion Mecha. It's a really cool Megazord combination because it builds quite high and strong. But again, I have the issue that you'd have to have bought 5 separate pieces. The lions come separately. The head from the ground auxiliary set, that comes separately. And the Great and Lion Mecha are separate. My only real issue with this Megazord combination is this part here, where the head's left empty, which on the legs and the arms isn't an issue, but because it's right in the chest, it's really obvious. What I like to do is either get the small Ultra Mode bike and add this head, or the Lion Gatling bike, so it goes with Robo Knight's kind of vibe. And then that goes on there, and for me, that's a lot better. This is actually one of the few series in the Zord builder era that doesn't bother me, because it's quite party and it always is taking heads off and adding them somewhere else and taking the Megazords apart and adding different parts. It lends itself to the Zord builder multiple compatibility style. Overall, I would review the Lion Mecha positively. It's a cool piece, it's a large tank with several modes, and you get a figure with it, which again has multiple modes, which makes it really playable. And then forming a giant Megazord at the end is a winner for me. Using two Megazords that combine into a larger figure is always a bonus. So thank you for watching this video. Like, comment, follow and subscribe for more photos, more videos, and of course, may the power protect you.